Good morning and good afternoon, no matter what time zone that you're in. I'm so sorry that I can't be joining you live, but I wanted to say how critical it is to have this conversation about the roots of inequities in health and climate. The work of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation is guided by the reality that our health is influenced significantly by where we live, learn, work, and play. And we strive to work alongside others to build a culture and common understanding that everyone should have a fair and just opportunity to live their healthiest possible lives. We know this takes collaboration and intention, and we're thrilled to be supporting and learning from all of you. I mean, it almost goes without saying, but in the last year, from COVID-19 to the protest for racial justice, all of this brought into sharp relief the need to find new paths forward. At the foundation, we've worked to center our work in equity and to recognize that we have to be intentional to overcome the forces behind the inequities, like structural racism, historic and ongoing injustices, and really bad policies and disinvestment in communities across the country. As our president, Rich Besser, said recently, we need to recognize that the barriers that harm and hold back so many people because of structural racism, sexism, ableism, among others, took centuries to erect and will require years and significant sustained resources to eliminate. See a clear connection between those structural inequities and the threats to health from climate change. Those threats burden on some people because of race or ethnicity, age, health status, income, geography, amongst many other factors. And many of you and other environmental justice activists, you guys have been working on this for decades, and much of the rest of the country and policymakers is just catching up to what you have been working on for a long, long time. So what is especially interesting about the work of this group that you are all embody the reality of working at the intersection of health, climate, and equity. You are from different regions across the country and you have different challenges, strengths, resources, and experiences. And it's invaluable to have you all here learning from one another because, as you know, the solutions are going to look different as we tackle different manifestations of some of these structural problems as they play out in the different regions, urban, rural, and across the country. Our country and world have built-in inequities that climate change already magnifies. But while we are all impacted by climate change, we must be responsive to this reality of differential impact in some communities. I'm excited that today and tomorrow you're going to come together to share and learn about the principles for how we can move forward that are rooted in a better understanding of how we got to where we are today and what absolutely has to change. So thank you for setting aside this time for these conversations, and thank you to Jamie, Sonia, and the rest of the team at ISC, as well as members of the National Advisory Committee who are helping with the meeting.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd love to give a thank you to Alonzo and the rest of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation team. My name is Jamie Love, and I am the Director of U.S. Programs with the Institute for Sustainable Communities. And we are really delighted to be serving in the capacity of the National Program Office for the HCS initiative. It's been a wonderful year getting to know the RWJF team and all of the grantees. And we're really excited to now have the opportunity to bring everyone together for this convening. I think it's going to be an awesome 2 days of learning and collaboration and networking. And I really hope that you all take advantage of being able to connect with your colleagues as well as hearing from each other and some of the great presenters that we have coming up.